right, this is gonna just be unprofessional as hell, but we'll do it. So, a couple weeks ago, I had posted that I backed a new trading card game called Catalysm Arcade, and I've already bought like my pledge in my Kickstarter, which I will be getting that sometime in December. I'll be getting like all the stuff that I bought. But my early bird packs came in. I need to find people to play with. But basically, this is the first trading card game that you can play out of one pack. Um, so, uh, got myself a binder. Got that like printed out, so that's pretty nice. I'm actually hoping for a certain synth card called the Decommissioner. Let me give you a rundown because I still need to learn how to play this, but off their website. So the setup is like 2 minutes. You put your boss out. Basically, it kind of reminds me of like Magic the Gathering's Commander or like the World of Warcraft trading card game. And then after you've got your boss set, which is like you, it's kind of like what you actually build your deck around. And you can either play with 15 cards, or you can make like a constructed deck where it's 40 cards plus your boss. But then you shuffle your deck, you draw 4 cards, you have a chance to mulligan once, you set any number of cards that you drew off to the side, and then you randomly choose the one player. After you've taken those cards that you mulliganed and set off to the side, after you've drawn your set of cards again, then you can put your cards back and, shuffle. But then you choose player one randomly. The core loop of it, and sorry, I'm like reading this off their website because I still need to like learn how to play and process this. So the game advances in levels, which is cool. So you don't use any mana or like resources like that per se. You do use this like resource that are like coins. So at the start of each level, everyone draws 1 card, and everyone gains coins equal to the level number. So level 1, you have 1 coin. 2, so forth. You get it. And then turns go clockwise. On your turn, you take 1 action phase. And so like turns are kind of like, rather than like a typical like, card game where it's like this person takes a turn, this person takes a turn. It's like each turn, like each level is multiple turns or multiple actions, and then you eventually, like when you can't take any more actions, from my understanding, then each person has to pass, and once each person passes, you get to the next level. So you actions that you can take, and you can only take one. You can play a fighter or a weapon. And I'm just gonna like kind of run down. I'm not gonna read like the whole paragraphs and everything. The video I actually uploaded, or like I didn't upload, but the video that I pasted a couple of weeks ago actually is how to play. Otherwise, you can go to their website and they also have the how to play video there. But you can play a fighter or weapon. You can choose to attack, which you tap your character or your boss. You can use an ability. After that, you pass. You can only play 1 response, which basically is kind of like what reminds me of like Magic the Gathering's instance. So if someone plays something, you can play a response in play of that. And then end of the level, when all players pass, like I had mentioned. So any unused coins, they disappear. The level increases by 1, and then the player 1 rotates left. And then you start the next level. And then right now, the factions are Apex, Mystic, Shifter, Survivor, and Synth. I'm aiming for a Synth deck right now. Like I said, I hope to get the Decommissioner out of these packs. And then you got card types, which are bosses. That starts in play. If this dies, the player loses. Your fighter is your team. And it must be like less than, I think it must be like just like equal or less than the current level to play. So like say you have a level 2 card, but you're on level 1. You're not going to be able to play that level 2 card until level 2. But say you're on level 2 and you have like 2 level 1 cards, you can play that for free, or a level 2 card you play for free. It's pretty straightforward. Again, no mana at all. Another cool thing is there's no summoning sickness. So like Magic the Gathering, where you'd have to like you'd summon something, and if it didn't have haste, you couldn't play. And then you have weapons which wield to fighters, can move it from its wheel for its weld cost as an action. Another cool thing that I found out is so when one of your fighters dies and it has a weapon, that weapon actually stays on the field, so you can equip it to someone else. So it's like any one of your fighters can just pick it up. Then you have tactics, which are one-time effects, and those cost coins. And then the responses, played only in reaction to an opposing action, and that costs coins also. Coins do not carry over levels, and damage stays between levels. So basically, any card that gets damaged, like that's why it's good to have like dice or something to calculate on your creatures, so you can like account for like the loss of the your fighters or your boss and whatnot. And then the game ends when one of the bosses dies. And then there is a companion app, which is really nice, that's coming out. It's only on iOS right now. I'm waiting for the Android version. And then they also have a glossary which goes over like all their like stuff, like what agility is, block, the destroy, like all that stuff. So with that said, because I've already kind of spent a lot of time kind of explaining this game, and I just did a like rough draft. Let's open these packs up and see what we got, and I will just kind of like show them off. I got 4. That was the maximum that you could get for the early birds. Each of these was like $5 a piece, which is nice. And then I've pledged for the Rising Star one, so like I'm gonna get a booster box with 24 packs, plus they're sending me 4 more of these on top of that because I got the booster box. I get some foil cards. Some of these cards are, as far as I know, are cards that will never be reprinted, and then I get 2 player mats. So with that being said, because I kind of want to keep one of these packages, I actually didn't want to part of me that like wants to keep one of these sealed, but I'm going to be using them, so we're just going to do this so that way I can preserve one of these packs. And then, like, just keep the pack on the shelf. But let's see what's in the first Catalysm Arcade pack. And I doubt anyone's going to, like, watch this. But yeah, we'll see. Oh, dude, I love the back of the cards because they look like cassette tapes. Look at that. All right, let's see here. We got Joe Strummage. Looks like a raccoon here. Actually, I might be able to just do this. We got Rope a Dope. Some of these I haven't even heard of. Like I said, I'm hoping that I get the Decommissioner. Power Play. Oh, dude, it's a synth card too. I'm trying to build a synth deck. I love the artwork on these. Vengeance D. Milo. Okay, this is looking good. This is looking good because they said that with the cards that you get, it's supposed to kind of like help the boss that's in the pack. Effin' Slingshot. Hell yeah, that's a fun one. Artwork is so freaking gorgeous on these. Steel Swipe. Willie B. Newcomer. Shiner the Unruly. Hell yeah. Oh man, I'm gonna probably butcher this person's name. Matrina Step Monster. Head Rat. Lick Clockwork Hunter. Gate Supportive Sensei. Decisive Victory. We're getting to the boss soon. I'm really hoping for a decommissioner. Whisker of the Ancient. I also got to figure out which one of these is rare. Turner Strap Hanger. And then this is kind of like what they do for like punch outs, so you can have like a dice punch out and like levels, so you can do that. And then this should be my boss card, I believe, which is F with me ammo. Which some people think it kind of looks like a Muppet or Elmo. So that was the first set, or the first pack. Let's see what we got here in the second one. Which I think, because I don't want to ruin the cards, I'm just going to do this. Again, sorry for the unprofessionalism, but there's worse videos out there, so whatever, I'm confident. Alright, that's just another, like, one of these. Each one comes with this. What do we got here? We got Prox, another synth card. Best Defense, another synth. Damn, this is looking good. This is looking good for synth. Mr. Purple. Sludged. Got another effing Slingshot. And that's another thing, unlike Magic the Gathering, where you can have up to 4 of the same card, with this you can only have 3 of the same card. Willie B. Newcomer. Another thing is you can, with the factions, you can only have up to 2 factions in your deck, but one of those factions has to, like, meet your boss. Like, it has, like, so for this boss, F with me, it's a mystic, so you're gonna have to have fighters that are a mystic, but then you can also have another one, like, so you could have mystic synth. You can also just have a mystic deck. Like, the maximum is 2, but you can also go as low as 1. Spot Weapon Hand, or Weapon Hound. It's like a dog with a sword. That's pretty sick. It's a synth one too. This is awesome. I swear, it's like they set this up for me, so that way I could, like, make a synth deck. Calamity Blake. Oh, dude, holy shit, I think I know what boss I'm getting because of this. Because it's telling me the tips for Charlotte. I think I got Charlotte Nightbringer. I'm thinking I got Charlotte Nightbringer, which is another cool one. But yeah, the tips for... because they usually give tips for the boss. Oh, hell yes, I got Max Homicide King. This thing's so cool. Detty Quickeneer. Echo Fade. Stay Hydrated. Zanny Nobody Fool. Hell yeah. Let's see here, did I get Nightbringer? Oh, hell yeah, look at that. Charlotte Nightbringer. And then I believe, yep, I got another one of those too. Or I'm pretty sure I got another. Slider Untombed. So, we got 2 more packs to open. Sorry again that this video is long, but like I said, there's worse videos out there, and they're a lot longer. You know, like worse videos online. Trust me, I've seen them. Come on. I really am banking on a decommissioner. I'm really hoping for one. Ooh, that's an interesting looking card. Nap Forge Master. Mystery Meat. Rika First Novice. Coney Tooth Fighter. Tracker Frenzy. And you can pause, obviously, if you want to like look at these cards and read them. Pia Laser Focused. Another Dedi Quickeneer. Apparently this one's like a lot of people's favorites. Like the mascot, I think. This one's Blurg, Noxious Entity. I got a Blurg. Oh, dude. Okay, I got one of their, like, I think this is their first character they made was Sky. Because this was originally supposed to be a comic. But now I've got a tip for the boss, so that kind of hints that I've got Sky. Chirp Teammate. Just Elias Protector. Skell Nimble Adversary. Peace Book Living Legend. Oh, another Willie B newcomer, so I can have 3 of these now. Sky Unlikely Champion. Yep, I did get him. That was the very first character I believe they made for this entire like game and the lore. And then I got a Derail. And then like, yeah, obviously one of these that comes with the punch outs. I'm probably just going to use like the like actual dice. So now I am banking on this. I'm hoping that this has a decommissioner in it. If not, then we gotta wait until the pledge cards come in, until December, to see what we've got in those. All right, here we go. Shaman of Eternity. We got Push. Signal Jam. Clatter Cornered. Mana Soft Speaker. I love this artwork on these cards. Yeah, I think this is Evanescence. Not quite Evanescence, but Evanescence. Another Max Homicide King. Hell yeah. That's good. I got a lot of synth cards. I'm happy. I still want that Decommissioner because, like, she's a synth boss. But, and I don't know if I got any synth bosses, actually, but, oh, and Missed Me. That's cool. It's kind of, like, made out of, like, homicide tape or crime tape. But no, I'm really, really hoping that I get that Decommissioner. Bobby Brushbacks. Bear Trap. Shadowcaster. Another Pia Laser Focused. Believe that I have one of those. Mumbly Peg. Please be a Decommissioner in here. Emergency Brake. Oh my god. Another Willie B newcomer. I've got 4 of these now. Alright, time to see the boss. Please, oh please be the Decommissioner. Nah, I didn't, but I didn't get a Decommissioner, but I got a synth boss. Trapper Hunter of the Pack. So I can still make a deck based around this. So didn't get Decommissioner, but that's okay. That is okay. Anyways, I know this video was long. It was almost 20 minutes. If you made it through this, cool. If you just fast forwarded, cool. I'm still putting this video out there. Don't at me. I don't care how bad or unprofessional this is. But yeah. Now I'm gonna put these in my binder. I'm gonna go over them, and then I need to get like a deck box and whatnot, and then like actually like make a deck out of this and then find someone to actually play with until like this becomes more mainstream. But and if anyone's out there that wants to try this, let me know, because I definitely would want to really get into this. But yeah, thank you for your time. Peace and love.